Do you know how basic bookkeeping and accounting can keep your business alive? Hi, welcome to Mami Negosyo's Business Tips number 7. In my online courses, I always ask my students, what's the importance of basic bookkeeping and accounting? They'll answer, for BIR compliance po. Especially for micro business owners. They think that financial statements are only for big companies. But why is it so important, Mommy N? They would ask. Tony Robbins said,
Because if you have the right numbers and you know what they mean, now you can make better decisions.
how? Let me answer you with this story. A friend of mine, let's call her Olive, is a CPA, a certified public accountant. She and her husband had been working in the government for many years. And as government employees, they had higher salaries and security of tenure. But with 7 growing children who will go to college soon, even with their salaries combined, it wouldn't be enough for the family's growing needs. So, both of them searched for a business that can augment their income. They saw that there was a high demand for balut eggs in their city. So they started a hatchery business, but still kept their day jobs. Just like any business, starting was difficult, especially since they didn't have a mentor to guide them. Halfway into the business, they realized that there were a lot of things to factor in. For one, at that time, ducks weren't available in their city. She had to import the ducks from all over, and logistics was expensive. Next, every time she buys feeds, she needs to buy the minimum order quantity. That means she can't buy it if she doesn't have enough money. So, she chose to borrow. And the interest rate of that loan took a toll on their business. Now, these are things she should have known had she done market research and business planning in the beginning. To learn more about market research, please check out my other video entitled How to Do Market Research. But Mommy N, being an accountant, Olive could have seen what was coming. Yes, she could have if she also did basic bookkeeping and accounting for her business. But she didn't use her profession to her advantage. Instead, she ran the business only with her checkbook. She didn't journal the incoming and outgoing transactions. They didn't have a cash flow statement, not even a reminder as to when to stop issuing checks. So when it was payday, surprise, there's no more money for payroll. These surprises led the couple to borrow even more. In the end, they closed down the business because they were already up to their necks in debt. Maybe the hatchery business wasn't a good business, Olive thought. So, they started another business. They borrowed money this time for the capital of the new business, while they are still paying off the loan of the hatchery business. Olive changed the nature of the business but did not change her practice. Again, she didn't do bookkeeping or accounting, and then the second business failed again. Because without financial statements, she's only able to see the problem when it's already full-blown. Too late for her to do a workaround. They keep repeating this cycle until their debts piled up and no one wanted to lend them anymore. So, they added up all their assets and valuables and saw that these were not enough to pay off all their debts. So Olive's husband had to work as an OFW for many years. And finally, they were debt-free only to get into another set of problems. You see, because some of their adolescent kids needed the guidance that only a father could give. But their father was working abroad and could not be there for them. So one became a drug addict and another one got pregnant even before finishing high school. As Olive sat there wondering what happened, I asked her, "Why didn't you practice your profession on your business?" She answered, "Well, I've been dealing with numbers and financial statements the whole day in my day job. So I wanted to get a break and not have to look at spreadsheets when I got home." Then I asked, "As an accountant, aren't you supposed to have the financial statements required by the BIR?" "Yes, I do," she said. "But I only make those in one day, a few days before the deadline." And that's why their businesses failed. not because she chose the wrong businesses, but because she failed to check the vital signs of her businesses. Had she seen the information she needed at the right time, it would have helped her make wiser decisions. And this brings us to the two things you should do to keep your business going and growing. 1. Have a good record-keeping habit. This is so that you'll have the details to give to your bookkeeper for her to come up with the financial statements that you need monthly. 2. Learn how to read the financial statements, balance sheets, income statements, and cash flow statements so you'll get feedback from your business. Now, if you're already a bookkeeper or an accountant, please don't be like Olive. Use your profession as an advantage for your business. And as a business owner, you need to analyze and interpret the numbers that you get from your financial statements. Or if you're like me, who totally relied on my accountant and good friend Sel, get her to sit down with you to explain the importance of your numbers, because these numbers are the vital signs of your business. Just as how our vital signs can tell if we have fever or high blood pressure, our business numbers in the financial statements can show us the problem areas in our business. Are you getting the profit you forecasted at the start of the business? If not, what's causing the problem? Is your expense too high? Why is it high? What can you change? What can you keep? Having financial statements is not only for BIR compliance. It helps you catch a problem before it's too late for a solution. If you learned something new, remember to subscribe to this channel for more business tips. And join our community by clicking the link below to learn more. See you in the next video. Bye!